This is the angle you get when I'm too lazy to move all of my shit so that I can actually be, like, right in front of the curtain. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the DS Asylum. I'm your warden, Demetri Strine, and today we're going over 7 units that at this point should already have Zenkais, yet somehow haven't even been released yet. Now, that term kind of means nothing at this point, considering LF Piccolo just got Zenkai'd, yet he's not even a year old, so I mean, there clearly is no age limit for a unit to be Zenkai'd, but on average, most Zenkai'd units are a minimum of a year old, if not 2 full years old. Like, some of the youngest Zenkais are like Super Saiyan Blue Goku, who at this point is well over a year and a half old. So, you get my point, right? These are units that should have probably been released year 1, before even the 1 year anniversary, let alone, like, closer to the... We're now closer to the 3 year anniversary than we are to the 2 year. And not only have these units not even existed yet, at this point, they should honestly have Zenkais because they should have been out for so long. So let's get right into it. This is in no particular order. I'm just going to name the units. And number 1 is Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku. The fact that they've saved this unit for so long, honestly, I don't even know why they saved him. He's easily the least popular of Goku's forms from GT. Super Saiyan 3 is already like a mixed thing when it comes to how people like it. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's a very niche form, if you would. It's not exactly the most popular of the Super Saiyan forms. And then add Kid Goku on top of that, well, GT Goku specifically, on top of that, which a lot of people didn't like, and you have a recipe for one of the least hyped GT units you could release. I mean, I'd be hyped for it because I've always liked Super Saiyan 3, but a lot of people won't even be hyped for that unit, and yet they've saved him for so long. We managed to get 2 Super Saiyan 4 Gokus before a GT Super Saiyan 3. Like, actually, how? That a GT Super Saiyan 3 Goku should be so old that he should be getting a Zenkai by now, and yet we don't even have one. That's the point of the video. And it's like, I don't even understand. What is so hype about Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku to Bandai that they're saving him for so long? Watch him not even be a part of some big celebration either. Watch them just release him on some random Legends All-Star banner and just, like, completely shit all over the, few people that have actually been waiting for him. I don't know. I don't get why they're waiting so long. Maybe, you know what? Maybe they just hate GT. They don't show GT much love in this game, so maybe it's just the fact that they don't like GT. They've proven that they're not the biggest fans of Super Saiyan 3. I mean, just look at LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku. They've proven that Super Saiyan 3 isn't exactly their most loved form either, so you add that on top of the fact that they just must hate GT. I don't know. But moving on to number 2, Garlic Jr. Garlic Jr. should have been a year 1. Garlic Jr. should have been in, like, a first 6 months of the game unit. Again, Garlic Jr. is not on... Like, if you ask anyone who their favorite Dragon Ball character is, it's gonna take you a really long time to find someone that says Garlic Jr. And yet, again, they're saving him for so long. And it's the same situation with GT. They really don't show Dragon Ball Sagas any love. Like, they show them even less than GT. At least GT has a full team. Dragon Ball Sagas doesn't even have a full damn team. Like, Dragon Ball Sagas has never been a legitimate team. And I don't even understand why. They act like Dragon Ball Saga isn't the most important, because without Dragon Ball, you wouldn't have had Dragon Ball Z, And then without Dragon Ball Z, we wouldn't be here right now because Dragon Ball Z is what blew up the way it was. I mean, technically, if Dragon Ball Z was the first thing, it likely would have still become as popular as it was, as not only do you not even have to know that Dragon Ball exists to understand Dragon Ball Z, but hell, I didn't even know Dragon Ball existed until after I watched GT in like 2010. So, I mean, there's that. You technically don't even have to know that Dragon Ball even exists to enjoy Dragon Ball Z, GT, and Super, so I guess there's no real reason to show it all that love, but I mean, come on. Like, actually, come on. The only Dragon Ball Saga units that are at all usable are both Zenkai units. And they're both yellow. I don't know. They just don't show Dragon Ball any love. And actually, there was also, wasn't Garlic Jr.'s final appearance in Dragon Ball Z as a Dragon Ball Z movie? So he was actually a part of the original Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. I don't know, but again, Garlic Jr. is not one of those units that people are going to get uber hyped for. So I just don't really see a reason to save him for this long. I don't know. Number 3 is a technicality. Number 3 is Frost. Now, we have an Extreme Frost and a Hero Frost from like month 1 or 2 of the game. But we have never gotten a Sparking Frost. Not one time have we gotten a Sparking Frost. And Frost is an interesting character. A lot of people who like Frieza like Frost because Frost is just a nicer Frieza, I guess. Kinda, in quotation marks, nicer Frieza. So you could get people to summon for him, but they also have only just recently actually shown, you know, the other universes any kind of real love. To this day, you can kind of make a Universe 6 team with the Rival Universe tag, but it's really weird because, like, Champa and Vados will buff everybody. Hit won't buff them unless one of them is yellow or blue. Caulifla won't buff them unless they're a female warrior, so she'll buff Vados. Kale will do the same thing, she'll only buff Vados. Kefla will only buff Vados. So, I mean, Vados gets a lot of love on the Universe 6 team, but the majority of the Universe 6 team is just female warriors that are well over like 2 years old. Kale and Caulifla are from year 1 of the game. Hit is old. He's not from year 1, but he's like a quarter, halfway through year 2. And then Champa and Vados are fairly recent. And then Kaba, Super Saiyan Kaba, is also from year 1. And he's the only one of them that actually buffs Universe 6. Like, he's the only Universe 6 unit that actually buffs Universe 6. He buffs Green and Universe 6 max health. And it's like, I don't know why they don't like Universe 6 very much. It's honestly surprising that we've only ever gotten one Sparking Hit. Like, that's also pretty surprising, as Hit is a very hype character. People love Hit. So I'm surprised there's only ever been one Sparking and one Extreme Hit. But in terms of Frost, they never even gave him a Sparking. At least Kaba, Kale, and Caulifla, they had Sparking units, right? They had their times to shine as, you know, some of the better units in the game. I mean, Kaba was never, like, top tier, but Caulifla definitely. There was a point where Caulifla was just a terror on PvP because of her increased damage against Saiyans. Just, like, if you were saying it was just... she just beat the hell out of every Saiyan in the game. It was awesome. But in terms of Universe 6, and Frost can also be a good Lineage of Evil buffer since they gave him that tag. He could be a good Rival Universe buffer since we have that now. And it's just weird how they've never released a Sparking Frost. I just don't really understand it. But moving on to number 4, right? Number 4. So number 4 and 5 is interesting because I have an entire step-up banner concept made for these two that I made like 3 months ago, and I need to frickin' record already. and that is Kid Vegeta and King Vegeta. How have we not, like, Kid Vegeta I can maybe understand? I don't understand why they're saving Kid Vegeta, but I feel like when Young Nappa came out, that was a perfect opportunity to release a Kid Vegeta, considering he gives more support buffs to those of character Vegeta or tag kids. So it literally would have been perfect to release a Kid Vegeta then. But it's even more surprising that we don't have a King Cold. Like, or a King Cold, a King Vegeta. Getting ahead of myself here. King Vegeta. Because it's like, again, people like King Vegeta. I like King Vegeta. I think it looks cool. I like his armor. I think it looks neat. But I don't really, again, I don't fully understand why they're saving him. Like, what big celebration are you going to do with King Vegeta? Like, honestly, what big celebration are you going to do with King Vegeta? Why have we not gotten a King Vegeta yet for the Saiyan tag? He would have been perfect like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. He would have been good when Vegeta family was basically just Vegetas. So it would have worked because he would likely just buff Saiyans. And obviously Vegeta's a Saiyan. They're not gonna give King Vegeta the Vegeta family tag, even though his fucking name is Vegeta. Because for some reason Bulma makes Vegeta family, and Vegeta doesn't make Vegeta family, even though Vegeta is a part of his own family, and so is King Vegeta. So it doesn't really make any sense. But I suppose as long as the game doesn't have a Bardock family tag, King Vegeta will never be a part of the Vegeta family tag. So it's whatever. At least they're all Saiyans. So if King Vegeta buffs Saiyans, you can still run him with his son. But yeah, though that's actually like 2 spots in one. King Vegeta and Kid Vegeta. Because I'm just surprised we haven't gotten either of them. I'm a little less surprised about Kid Vegeta, but I do feel like, again, Young Nappa would have been a perfect opportunity for it. But moving on, we have the character that I accidentally just said, and that was King Cold. He's the only Lineage of Evil unit we don't have. He's the only Lineage of Evil character we don't have. He's the only one. He is the only fucking Lineage of Evil character that is not in Dragon Ball Legends. Like, actual standalone character. I don't mean like different forms, like Mecha Frieza, who should have been in the game a long ass time ago. You know, like Dragon Ball Hero stuff like Golden Cooler. You know, that stuff aside, King Cold is the only Lineage of Evil character we do not have in Dragon Ball Legends, and I do not understand why. Obviously, he's most likely going to come out with Mecha Frieza, which also begs the question why the hell Mecha Frieza hasn't come out yet. Again, not exactly the most loved form of Frieza, so what are you saving him for? Like, why? And now my dog is snoring incredibly loud. I hate my life. Well, if you hear that, I'm sorry. Ain't much I can do about it, except maybe, like, wake her up, but I don't want to do that. So, I got hella distracted by my dog. Alright. Moving on to the final character. Now, we've talked about, you know, units that should have been in the game for a very long time, like Super Saiyan 3 GT Goku, King Cold, stuff like that. But, honestly, I'm more just surprised and almost insulted that we don't have this unit. And that is Base Form Z Broly. How is it we've got like 5 different versions of Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, but we don't have Base or Super Saiyan 1 DBZ Broly? Not a single version of either of those forms. It's only Legendary Super Saiyan. Now, yes, Legendary Super Saiyan is the most popular of those forms, but they gave us a base form Super Broly. In fact, they gave us 2 of them, a Sparking and an Extreme. Why have we not gotten a base form Z Broly that transforms into Super Saiyan? I think people would actually like that. I know I would. Like, the movie's tag is pretty much built on Broly. And the more Brolys you put in the game, the happier people are going to be. Here's the thing, right? Even if it's based to Super Saiyan Broly, people are going to summon for him because they like Broly. Now, if you want to skip Super Saiyan, I guess that's fine. You can make him go from base to legendary. I personally like Super Saiyan 1 Broly. I would like to see him. But I would understand if he was a transforming unit that went from base to legendary, as legendary is, again, the most popular form of Z Broly. But it's just crazy how we don't have one. Like, you would think we would have gotten one a long-ass time ago. But, no. None to be found. Absolutely nothing. So, yeah, that's pretty much the list. I technically gave you 8 because Mecha Frieza was a part of King Cold's entry. And, yeah, he actually does kind of fit on the list. So this is actually 8 units that should be getting Zenkais by now, but haven't even been released for whatever reason. If you enjoyed my list, agree with it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that join button if you can. Really does help the channel out. All the links you could ever want in the description down below. Let me know who you guys think should have been added to the game a long time ago. And I will see all of you inmates back here at the asylum for the next video. Peace.